Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about two things. The first one is how to deal with spells that add a bonus to attack rolls and saves, such as primarily the spell we're going to be talking about is the spell Bless. We're also going to be talking about how to create magic items. We're talking about both of these today because they both use the same module, dynamic effects. To start off, I want to recommend to everyone, if you have a member in your party that has a spell like Bless, go to the compendium if you have access to it. If you don't have access to it, you should probably ask your GM for help. And then go down to sample macros, macro dynamic effects. And right here, please get the macro remove all the effects. The reason you want this one is because it will clear all of the effects on your character. Clear off Bless, clear off Aid, clear off anything else. So you want to drag that and put it on your macro. I have it right here already. There's some other macros here that might be useful, but primarily they are useful for the GM. Okay, after you have that, let's go ahead and open up a character sheet and let's look at Bless. I have 2 copies of Bless here. The reason there are 2 copies is because one of them I have already pulled from the dynamic effects. Here, looking here, I have Bless from dynamic effects that's already been pulled onto the character sheet. But I want to show you how you can make Bless on your own using the Bless that's been imported from Foundry, because it might be useful for other spells as well. Alright, so you're going to go ahead and go to Edit, Effects, and clear these off. Add on a bonus, add on a bonus to ability save, and then it's plus 1d4, 1d4, and then check and update. So that's ability saves, and then I also want to add on a bonus to all attack bonuses. Same thing, plus 1d4, and update. And you're done with that. The last thing that you need to do is go to Details, and Bless inherently does not have a target, just change the target to creature. Alright, once you are set with that, the next thing you would do is you would target. I'm targeting using Alt left click. You can also target using double right click, as long as you are not the GM. After you have a target, select your character, cast the spell. And as I can see in the chat window, it shows me this character has cast Bless. It is applying the effects Bless to the 3 characters I targeted, and the character is concentrating on the spell. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to go ahead and clear my targets now. Close the character sheet. And to show that it is working properly, let me go ahead and take this character, target, and make an attack roll. Close that out. So looking at the attack roll, I have 1d20 plus 5 plus 4, and then plus 1d4. The plus 1d4 is the Bless. So everything is working as it should be. So then I'll just go ahead and undo the damage. Let's say though that my spellcaster drops concentration or the combat finishes. When you are finished with combat or Bless drops for whatever reason, you do need to go ahead and clear, and clear. And what this does, if you click your character and then click the macro remove all effects, it removes the Bless effect on your character. It's pretty simple, but if you don't do it, you'll continue to be using plus 1d4 on your attacks. Alright, so that's how you handle Bless. The next thing I want to talk about is how to create magic items. It is pretty simple. It uses the same system. Okay, click my character, go to Inventory, and I want to affect this plate armor, and then edit item. Now there are a couple ways I can change this item to create a magic item. The first is I can go to magic item and click. Is it a magic item? Yes, it is. Max number of charges. You can set 2, 3, whatever the number of charges are. Is it rechargeable? Yes. When does it recharge? At dawn, at sunset, after short rest, after long rest. So you can set the number of charges that are on the magic item. You can also, here it says drag spells or features. You can go ahead and pull a spell from the compendium. I'm going to pull my homebrew spells collection that I've added in. And and add in a spell by dragging it. And now, what this is, how it's set up, is this plate armor is giving this character the spell Aura of Decay, the homebrew spell. It's actually pretty useful. You can also add in not only spells or features, you can add in a table as well if you wanted to have some randomness added into a magic item. So if I go over to my spellbook, I can see all the spells my character normally has, and then magic items, and I have a new spell that is granted by the armor aura, and the spell is Aura of Decay. That's one way you can affect an item to create a magic item. The other way is you can go to the item, go back to inventory, edits, and you can go to effects, and in the same way you change bless, you can also change the item as well. So maybe you want to add in a bonus. So maybe this one always adds in this armor for whatever reason, always adds in an attack bonus of +1. Now my character will have an attack bonus of +1. You could add in for ability saves, you can add in for checks. Pretty much whatever you need you can add in here, either to passive effects or active effects. Pretty straightforward. And then there are also some options as well, if it's only active when it's equipped or if it's always active. So you can easily adjust items to create magic items. All right, hopefully that has helped. Thank you for listening.